Hey guys, it's finally Disney Week.
How did you not know you had this, Scarlett? Okay, oh my gosh, it's a lounge fly. What are you playing with?
Welcome to my channel. I am Jessica and my family is finally going on our next Disney trip in a week and we are so excited. We are going to Universal one day, Disney for 4 days, and we're gonna have a little rest day in between. So it's I think that's the perfect length for a trip. We're very excited and I thought I would vlog the week before the trip just to kind of show what we're doing to prep and pack and get ready and get excited. I will also be doing a separate pack with me video, so be looking out for that too. But it's actually 6 days away now, so we are a little bit under a week and we're just really excited. I'm just getting organized today. I'm making lots of lists. And then throughout the week, we're gonna use those lists to get ourselves ready to go. If you've ever taken a trip to Disney World, you know how exciting those last few days are before you leave. For me, the anticipation is almost as fun as the trip itself. And last night we watched the D23 experiences panel, I don't know what it's called, but they announced all the new things that are coming to Disney World and I am so excited. It just makes me even more excited to go. So can't wait. 6 days and we will be on our way, but this vlog is just going to show you our week leading up to the trip. One thing that happens during the last week before a trip is I am receiving just some last minute Amazon orders. So like I said, I will show everything in my pack with me video, but I have seen these in other YouTube videos and I thought my 2-year-old and even maybe my older daughter would like these. They're little placemats you can put down. And I'm going to bring some crayons. And while we sit, and we're only doing a few table service meals, but while they sit, they can wait, color while they wait. And yeah, they're just little Disney characters. I will link these below and anything else I mention. So that's one fun thing that came in yesterday. And then supposedly I'm having a couple more things arriving later today. So I will show those as they come in just because they're fun. So my planning process starts with a lot of lists. I've never done this brain dump thing before, but with 3 kids coming, I figured I just want to write everything down that's I'm more stressed about or I think I might forget. So I sat down for it probably was at least a half hour the other day and just wrote okay, these are the things, the questions I still have, the things I think we might need to think about. Did just a brain dump. So it's just random stuff everything I thought we would need for the park, even some things I wasn't sure about. I hate ponchos, so we might just do umbrellas. Anyway, what else? Things that we might need for the flight. And some of them are to-dos, not just items download Miss Rachel videos for TJ and Bluey or Mickey for Emma. Not a huge screen time person, but when we're on the plane, you can have as much screen time as you want. We just want everyone to be happy and to get there without screaming and crying. Then I have things we need for the pool, things we need for the resorts at night. How am I going to bathe TJ? He can't sit up by himself real well. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. It might be a 2-person job. But anyway, then I listed what electronics I think we might bring. I want to remember chargers and things like that, and then just some extra things. We already have some bubble blowers. I would rather bring ones that we have than have to buy new ones because those are expensive. So I want to try to remember those if we have room. I want to bring a bunch of glow sticks for when we're waiting for fireworks and stuff. A couple things for vlogging and then a couple things that I might need to buy. So I did that first. So I did that first, and then what I'm gonna do now is use the packing list that I made 2 years ago. That was the last time we went with our whole family. And luckily we had a baby that is, our toddler at the time was almost the same age as what our baby is now. So hopefully a lot of the stuff that we'll need will already be on the list, and I'll just kind of tweak it a little bit. And then while I'm making that list, I'm going to be looking over the brain dump sheet, so I can plug in those things that I don't want to forget that I've already written down. And I'm also going to make like a big to-do list for the week of things that I want to get done every day. And I'm going to use my little brain dump sheet for that too. So everything's going to kind of get put together. I am type A, but I am very absent-minded. Like, I don't know how those two things go together, but they do for me. So I live by like lists. If I'm not very, very detailed, I'll forget something. So that's why I do make all of these lists. It seems like a lot of extra work, and I don't think everyone would need to make this many lists and think about this many things, but I just need to, because that's just my personality. I like to be very organized, but a lot of times my brain does not help me with that because I'm very absent-minded. So we're doing it. We're getting there. My next task is to type up the whole packing list. Okay, so it's a little while later and I have my packing list, I think, finished. I will have to pop up on the screen. My husband the other day sent me this notes app list that he made of all the things he didn't want to forget. I will pop that up so you can see. And then me on the other hand, I have, the packing list is 9 pages. Or no, I think it was 8 pages. The last page was blank for whatever reason. So you can see how our marriage, we complement each other, because he's laid back when I get too stressed out, and I'm detailed when he's too laid back. So it tends to work out. But yeah, I have it all. I think I've got everything. So we're not going to forget a thing if we follow this list. Okay, so just to give you a brief look at my list, I know I don't want to bore you, but this is kind of how I do it. And I used my brain dump list, and I had also already made like an outfit list that I want everybody to wear. So this is just kind of the consolidated list. But first of all, I have all 3 kids. So TJ, my 8-month-old, I have all of his outfits, and then his like any extra clothes or accessories or things that he might need. And then my 2-year-old, all of her stuff. And then my 11-year-old, same thing. And, for me, same thing. It's pretty repetitive, and I don't pack for my husband. He will roll in here the morning that we leave, or maybe the night before, and throw some stuff in a bag. Again, I'm the detail person. He's the laid back one. Then I have all of our toiletries. Anything red is things that I may still need to buy. Electronics. That list I feel grows bigger every time. First aid, baby gear, which is going to be a lot. Yeah, we got a lot of baby stuff. And then anything that didn't fit into the other categories. So we're good. I just need to start throwing things in bags now. So that is kind of my process on the week of a trip, kind of what I do, how I get ready. Now I don't have to think anymore. I got everything out of my brain onto the paper, and for the next week, I can just, work on doing the things and getting them done. And hopefully the week will go quickly. But I'm probably going to sign off for the day now, but I will check in tomorrow. So I'll check in again then. Okay, checking in on Monday evening now. My day has not been very productive. It's just one of those days where you feel like you're putting out fires all day. But I did get this stroller caddy. So it has this little pouch. This can go up here if you need it to. This spot can be open. I think my baby's crying. I'm gonna go check on him. And then another just kind of extra fun thing that I got are these nail decals. I have a gel manicure kit, and I was gonna do my nails and Scarlett's nails before we go. We can use these many times, but there's all kinds of different ones. Which one did I like? I think I'm just gonna do one on each index finger so that it'll stick out when I am scanning my fingerprint to get into the parks. But which one was it? I really liked these plaid ones. Or like the little Minnie and Mickey here. We'll see. Good morning, guys. I meant to record something before I went in, but I just went to get my hair cut. It is still air drying, but I got about 7 inches taken off. So it feels really good. I was not about to go to Florida with that much hair, and I actually wanted to get it cut a long time ago, but I just was in survival mode with the baby, so it feels good to have it off. Definitely gonna be able to deal with the heat better now. Okay, so I knew I had Scarlett's new emos in my Disney box. If you don't know, they're like little characters that you can dress and give them accessories. And she completely forgot she had this, but she has this box in her bedroom, and it's full of more clothes and outfits and accessories. Like, look. How did you not know you had this, Scarlett? Okay, I will. Oh my gosh, it's a lounge fly. Okay. It is Wednesday now, guys. We're getting so close. I've been packing most of the day. You might hear Scarlett in the background there, but we are going out to get our last minute like little things that we need, like travel, hairspray, and you know, just random stuff like that. So it really feels like we're almost ready to go. It's the day after tomorrow, so that's exciting. Yes, everybody can pick out a loofah. What are you playing with? What? So cute. Hey guys, it is Thursday now. We leave the day after tomorrow. And I am just doing like a quick check-in to just kind of update on how the packing, planning, prepping situation is going. And I'm going to say it's not good. It's fine. Like we'll do it. I like to have stuff done a little bit further ahead of time, but I don't know what it is. Like none of my kids slept well this week. That's kind of thrown a wrench in like our normal schedule. And I don't know what it is, and this is not a complaint, it's just reality. But whenever I have something big coming up, like a vacation or a birthday party that I'm planning or anything big like that, that seems to be, and probably because I'm preoccupied and really busy with that stuff, my kids just get like extra needy. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it's just I'm not able to give them the amount of attention that I normally am because I'm busy. But it's been a struggle. And my motivation hasn't been good either. So things have just felt, the vibe's been a little off this week. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't matter. We're leaving for Disney in 2 days. And so today I have a small speech therapy private practice that I run. I'm only seeing 2 clients today, but I have quite a bit of time in between those 2 sessions, and my mother-in-law has the kids. So I am hoping, this is like crunch time. I'm hoping to use, I'll probably have 2 or 3 hours just to pack and plan and do a little bit of paperwork for my speech therapy stuff. But I am hoping today is the day that like we really get a lot done. And also I realized we have this really cool Skyliner craft that we started. I'm sorry, my arm is tired. I feel like the camera is really jumpy. I should have used a tripod, but we have this Skyliner craft that we're making so that we can decorate our window at the resort. We had it like halfway done, and we keep saying, we need to finish that. And then I kind of forgot about it the last few days. So I'm like, I saw it sitting there this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, we really need to finish that. So I think that's going to be my 11-year-old and my project tonight, is we're going to have to finish that. I also wanted to buy some like little twinkle lights to put in the window just to make it pop a little bit more, which I have not done yet. We went last night, as you saw, for like our very last minute supplies sort of trip to the store, and I completely forgot about that. I also was not able to find glow sticks. So after one of my sessions today, I think I'm going to run to Dollar Tree and probably Walmart and try to get those twinkle lights and the glow sticks. And hopefully that's everything. I feel like I always think I'm done shopping and then something pops up. But if worst comes to worst, we can go tomorrow. I don't have anything going on tomorrow except last minute, prepping and packing. But we went to Disney last summer. I have the vlogs on my channel if you're interested. Just my husband and I. And packing for that trip was so much easier when you're bringing 3 kids along with you, especially when 2 of them are baby, toddler age. It's a lot. And I know this vacation is not going to be relaxing. I'm going to need a vacation after the vacation. So I'm just going to be tired until we're done with the trip, and it's okay. Like I'm a mom. I've had really little kids for 2.5 years now. So I'm used to not sleeping. I'm used to getting a lot done on no sleep. So I think later some coffee will be in the cards for me. I think that's going to help. And if you're interested in all those last minute little things that I needed to buy last night, I'll do a quick haul. It's nothing earth shattering, but I don't know. I always think this is interesting in other people's vlogs. So I just needed deodorant. And we all got new toothbrushes, all 5 of us. We usually do that when we go on a trip anyway. I feel like that's always a good time to buy a new toothbrush. Tissues, Tylenol. When it's this hot and when I'm riding rides that spin or move quickly, I almost always get a headache. So I would say this is, in the heat, a lot of people are going to get headaches more than they think they will. So if you're going in the summertime, make sure you bring some kind of pain reliever. I know that's pretty common sense, but very important. This is hilarious. I get travel sizes of some things, but my conditioner, my daughter and I will probably go through almost that entire bottle throughout the week because curly hair problems. But I always, just like toothbrushes, I always buy everyone a new loofah when we go on vacation. These, Scarlett had been growing out of her sandals that she had gotten at the beginning of this summer. Her sandals that she would wear to church and out and stuff. So these were only $7. They were on clearance and they fit her a little bit better. And I thought they would be perfect for our Disney Springs night. We won't be walking too much that night compared to like a park day. But I thought they were cute. They look cute and comfy, kind of casual too. And I always like to bring wet ones. I have baby wipes too, but when you have little ones, you can never have enough wipes. I like to I think I'm going to put one in my carry-on bag, one in the park bag. We'll see. I don't understand why. Like, if I ever buy these, I feel like that should be enough for years. But, like, what happens to them? They disappear. My husband's like, why do you need more bobby pins? And I'm like, I don't know. The house is eating them or something. I don't know what happens, but they disappear. And these two, I don't know. I must leave them laying around. And I know my daughter leaves them laying around. So, yeah, I don't know. I always have to buy more of those. And then these for Emma. These, she needs, her hair so thin still. She kind of needs these little tight ones. And we were getting a little low, so thought those would just be for the trip. And then I like these little containers for those tiny little hair things, so that kind of goes with that. I needed new razors. That's kind of besides the point. It doesn't really have much to do with the trip. I needed a travel size of hairspray. And then this is a little bit funny, but we have like a big water sprayer for doing our hair. If you have curly hair, you cannot brush it when it's dry. So, and you'll have to wet it down to like style it for the day if you woke up with it dry and you didn't take a shower in the morning. So anyway, this is not for our hair though. The one that we have is too big for this purpose. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fill this with water and we're going to use it to just spray ourselves down during the day. We have our cooling towels, we have our neck fans, and now we have this. If you've been there in the summer, it's unbearable. I don't know why we keep doing it, but we don't want Scarlett to miss school. So anyway, and it's less crowded, I've heard, in August. But Anyway, this is just our little spritzer for the park. If we're just so hot we can't stand it, I think this might help. I don't know how we're going to keep the water in it from getting really hot, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm just sitting at my desk now getting some work done, but I was just thinking about this morning. Scarlett woke up and ran out, and she's like, we get to say we're leaving the day after tomorrow. We have 2 days left, and she was just so excited. There's just something about those few days leading up to a Disney trip when, I mean, it's been 2 years since she's gone, and it's just that excitement. You can just feel it, and I love it. I almost love those last few days as much as I love the trip because you all have all that anticipation, and it's all still ahead of you. I actually stopped at a Dollar General on the way home because we live in a tiny town and that's the only store near here. So I realized I never bought any like activity books or things for my girls on the plane. I usually like to pick up a couple new things. I'll probably grab a couple older things too. But honestly, my opinion on screen time on a day-to-day basis is too limited. I'm a speech therapist and I know like the bad things that it can cause. You know, it can cause children to be delayed if they're watching too much screen time and not being interacted with enough. Anyway, that's my soapbox, but that is for another day. So my kids do get screen time, but I do try to limit it. However, when we are on a plane with a toddler, and an 11-year-old, which she won't be disruptive, so I'm not as worried about her. But with a toddler, and we're all stuck there for 2.5 hours, I'm like, all the screen time. I don't even care. We downloaded a movie for her. We downloaded Shrek. Shrek, she calls it Shrek, and it's so cute. But we downloaded that so she can watch a movie. We have apps for her to play. Like, I don't care. If you're being quiet and you're not disrupting everyone else on the plane, have all the screen time. I'm totally fine with that. Maybe that makes me a bad mom. I don't know. That is not my outlook on a day-to-day basis. But on the plane, it's a different world. So I am planning on, Emma has it's an older tablet that we've had for a long time. It only has a few things on it, but we are going to give her access to that on the plane because, you know, we don't want everyone on the plane to be miserable. Although we're flying from Pittsburgh to Orlando, and honestly, I feel like those flights are always just full of kids. So if she is disruptive, I'm sure she won't be alone. She won't be the only one. But because everyone's going to Disney or Universal or both like us. But anyway, screen time is good on the plane. However, I would like to try to give her some other options too, so we're not staring at a screen the whole time. And we need some things to do if we have some downtime at our resort or if we are, you know, waiting to eat or something like that. So I picked up just a couple little things at Dollar General, super, super inexpensive. So for Scarlett, my 11-year-old, I got these little markers. She loves to color lately, like these more coloring books for like older kids or even for adults. So I got her this Girl Power Advanced Coloring. They're just cute little pictures. I thought that would keep her busy on the plane. And then I found these cute little markers and I took them out. They're perfect for a Disney trip. So they have like princesses all over them. Honestly, my 11-year-old probably doesn't care about the princesses, but I just thought it was fun since we're going to Disney. Emma is probably, my 2-year-old, is going to want to get a hold of these. So these might be a special like Scarlett only thing for on the plane. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. This might be a Scarlett uses it when Emma is not around type of activity. I mean, Emma does fine with markers, but
I don't really want her to have a marker on the plane, you know, where she could accidentally draw on the seats, or not the seats, but like the tray or something like that. Anyway, and Emma loves to read. We have this, it was a mini book similar to this, that she would just have us read over and over and over, like every night at bedtime. So I thought this would be fun to have a new little story. I wanted to bring, we read books to her before bedtime every night. So I thought I'd bring a new one. She can read it, look at it on the plane, or we'll read it to her at bedtime. Since it has Mickey in it, I'm sure it will be a hit. So I thought that was a nice find for $2. I also am going to throw in just a couple coloring books for her that we have already. We have tons of coloring books for her age, for little kids. So I figured we don't need more coloring books. But I don't have any of these big, thick crayons like this. I really wanted like triangle-shaped ones because then they don't fall off of the tray or off of like the table, because I do have some placemats that you can color as well. But I couldn't find any. It's not really that big of a deal that I need to go out looking for them. So I thought these would be okay. Next time I'll try to remember to get the triangle-shaped one. And then she loves CoComelon so much. We really do not let her watch it very often because I am afraid it's not good for, like, those short little quick songs. I'm afraid they're not good for her, like, attention span and stuff. So we do not watch it often, but every once in a while we let her watch CoComelon. She loves it so much. So I found this. She also loves these Imagine Ink things. And she will sit. If you give her an art project, my 2-year-old, she will sit and just, like, quietly focus and work on it. There's not very many things that make her be quiet or focus, but coloring is one of them. So hopefully we are set. I will share in my pack with me vlog the whole set of, you know, what we're bringing to entertain our kids. But this is all the new stuff. It was very inexpensive. Almost forgot that I wanted to buy it, but we did pick up a few things today. And honestly, in my experience in the past, I have spent tons of money buying like tons of new stuff for my kids to play with on vacations or on the plane or whatever. And my experience has been there's so much excitement, so much to do and look at on the vacation that stuff never really gets used very often. So that's why I only bought a few things. I'm not bringing a ton of toys and stuff because it's like it's so overstimulating there anyway. I don't think we're going to need a ton of that kind of stuff. So like I said earlier, I think I said it in this video, it might have been my last video, but I am not here to encourage you to buy all the things because it's so tempting. But I never want anybody to come to my channel and feel like, oh, I need to buy all these things now. Because the truth is, Disney is so entertaining on its own. You really don't need a whole lot of extra stuff unless you're going to have like tons of downtime. So yeah, you don't need to buy a ton of extra stuff. So keep that in mind unless you want to. I mean, of course, if you have enough money and you want to buy a bunch of stuff for your kids, that's always fun too. So don't let me stop you either. This hair is driving me crazy. I have these tiny little baby hairs because I have an 8-month-old and my hair all fell out after he was born. So ignore that. But yeah, buy as much as you want, but don't feel pressured to buy anything. That is not the goal of my channel. I want you to enjoy your Disney trip. I don't want you to buy a bunch of stuff you don't need. You can see all the chaos behind me of things that still need to be packed and things like that. But it's time for me to go. I gotta go to my last speech therapy session until we get back. So it's kind of exciting to be finishing my work, although I will still have paperwork to do, but let's not think about that. Hey guys, it's Friday. It's the day before we leave, and I wish I was a little more excited. TJ was up almost all night last night. I think he's getting his top 2 teeth. He also has a little bit of like a runny nose, so I pray to God that is because of the teething and not because he's getting sick. But I basically didn't sleep last night, and I haven't slept good the rest of the week either. I'm maybe halfway done packing, and it's like almost 3. I've been home with all 3 kids today, and I have not had a chance to pack yet. I can't get him to nap now. He took a good nap this morning while I was holding him, but now he doesn't want to nap. So he's chiming in back there. I am trying to be positive. This is usually like such a fun day,
but I am exhausted and I am not in a good mood and I am stressed. So just showing the reality. This is the first vacation we've taken as a family of 5, and it's a lot. It's not a lot because I have to pack for 5 people, although that's part of it. It's a lot because I have 3 humans to take care of all day, every day, and they will not let me get anything done, which comes with the territory. Normally I could get things done at night, but TJ's been so clingy and crying lately. He wakes up and he only wants me, and I've been holding him around the clock. So it's been a rough week. I thought I would have been done packing by now and just had a couple extra things to do, but I'm not even close. I have tons of little just extra things to do. I need to go to the bank. I need to do everybody's nails, which was supposed to be a fun thing today. I need to clean the house. I could go on, and I'm going to try to get this done with him awake. I don't know. And whiny and sad, and it's really hard. It's hard to do with a baby, and it's really hard to do with 3 kids. I should have seen if I could have people babysit them a little more this week, but that's okay. Luke should be home soon, so that should help. So since I was a little stressed, I thought we'd do something fun and then we'll get the work done. We wanted to do this anyway. So this is my little gel manicure kit, and Scarlett is picking out colors. Actually, you picked these 2 and little nail decals too. So we will update.
Be careful. Okay.
Did Emma get that nail polish on there?
That?
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. It's just, it was not there. I just did one finger.
So I just did Scarlett's nails, and now she is doing Emma's nails. And I'll do my nails later tonight. But so fun. We always do our nails before we go. The Mickey stickers we got are going to be too big for the girls, except Scarlett got some on her thumbs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a bummer. I think they'll go. I'm just going to do some on
finger?
my index fingers.
Next.
So in the chaos, I never closed out this vlog, but I did end up having some self-care before we left and doing my nails. I also finished up our skyliner craft. I finished cutting and coloring those, so you'll have to stay tuned in our trip vlogs to see what that looked like all hung up. But this is the end of my prep with me vlog. My next video will be a packing vlog, and after that we'll get into the trip vlogs. So it's really exciting. We had such a great trip. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe so you can watch all the vlogs.